what's up? So I'm gonna be playing the game like normally today, and also here is one thing that is hopefully I'm really kind of excited for about like my slots shortage, because I only got so we normally have like 14 slots that we could get as of now, but pretty much announced by Cinna at 1:56 p.m. they're gonna give us 3 more storage slots, which it seems like is most likely going to be Robux or something as well. Also, Dominic did release a message at 9:10 a.m., who is mainly the person at Dragon Adventures about the thing and about trading. Anyway, that means like instead of like having 14, we could have up to 17 slots on an account. And one thing is, I kind of became prepared. Like, you could see I have like 30,000 Robux. Yeah, I have like 30,000 Robux on my account right now. This is the most amount of Robux I've even ever had on this account. So that means like I am kind of prepared for many of the future updates, to be honest. And here's Oasis. Ooh. What's that? And yeah, I'm kind of starting to lag a bit. There's this aggressive Ardor Warden right there, and like some Igos that's like being really corroded, but to be honest, I feel like it's a bit laggy for me to fight right now. Look at that work. The wings. By just being like 3 frames a second. Anyways, let me first. I'm gonna probably go to my private server in order to hopefully have my game like load a bit quicker. And this is when I'm also going to be able to use this Korra that I finally got Glowtail on last night, which took so long for me finally to get Glowtail on this thing, but my persistence paid off and I finally got it. And now it's time for me to put on like other plushies now. This time I'm going to put on Eric's and Clover Blossom, with Eric's instead of, well, one thing is I also do have another slot as well on my alt. I did just exchange like the slots here to my main, so yeah, I have this thing now, Glowtail. Which, these bite damage Glowtail Korras do sell for like absolute fortunes. And I am finally lucky to actually have one in my inventory for real. Anyways, first of all, I need to get this thing up to to be eligible for. I have to get it up to age 200 in order for me to actually start the veneration process. And of course, I'll be upgrading damage as well. And also, this is the last full day of the winter event, so use it play while it lasts. And for fun, I'm gonna be able to hike around with this Korra and just do certain missions around. So, up in Volcano, have a good bit of stuff to do as well. One thing is like, moving these things are kind of slow. You kind of like look at the map here, like, it would usually take me like around a minute to reach like volcanic islands or something. I'll also be trying to grind a winter event as well. And I'm just gonna do this, which one thing I could do is like I can enter the chat thing, which allows me to basically, well, like, run perpetually. Like, one thing I could do is I could also use hold sprint as well and do this pretty fast to where this will keep me going until I run out of stamina. To where I'll be walking back at normal speeds. And like, it usually takes like a while to venerate these Koras. I only venerated a Kora once. And I'm mainly doing it in my private server, because first of all, it's secure. I will be able to, well, do some... One thing is, like, due to, like, the thing here, it's, like, so hard for me to even interact with these snowmen. And, like, once I do get this thing to Veneration 5, I will sell it. Someone told me to, like, try and keep it for, like, the amount of suffering I went through just to get this thing to Glowtail. And, yeah, here's a Geki Frost as well, which, upon reaching 250 meters, it just starts running to me, and I could just do this. And yeah, it did 350 damage to this Kora compared to, like, the low mount, compared to others due to, like, the damage being percentage-based, but I think this is going to be the last full day of these well, Geki Frost being around in the game. So, pretty much for, like, extra slots in the game, they're adding 3 more, but, like, for, like, some slots, like, there is, like, I believe, like, 3 you get default. There's, like, you get 1 for, like, buying them. You get 1 for, like, joining the group, and there's, like, a couple more by just spending mushroom Robux. Which the later ones will cost, like, Robux, but, like, the earlier ones would cost, like, a bit of mushrooms. Like, up to 1,000, I assume. I think. Like, up to 1,000. And this is basically what Glowtail looks like on just a default Kora, because this is what Glowtail looks like, lol. Glowtail does take a bit of a long time to get. It took me like months and probably like hundreds of attempts. Now I could finally actually like play this thing now and like just venerate it. And like I believe like you mainly need to be low tier in order to like actually like really interact with these snowmen. However, just being a super behemoth, well, kind of just throws it out the window. There goes the Shadow Realm portal. And you can see like pretty much like as a super behemoth, you can really zoom your camera out pretty far. I love tentacles. Let's have some Lucinas and Iros on Galacticron. I was gonna say. Which, yeah, like, you can pretty much Lucina's kind of like the only flyer in the game that is like even capable of like shredding wings. It doesn't have Wing Shredder, but it has Crystal Breath, which has the chance to give Wing Shred. I normally know there's like a Geki Frost spawn here. Oh, Geki Frost. And like one thing is like I can just breathe on it for a while. LOL. I just breathe on this Geki Frost. Breathing on the NPCs do count. I'd use a herbivore. And there's another Geki Frost right there, just looking around. But like one thing is like I can do this here. Like when I got around 150 meters, this thing just starts running and running and running. Like once these Geki Frosts do reach you, they will start biting you. And will keep chasing you if you move. It's pretty good name. Damage are so rare, content creator said. And it's flowering weather, which this thing does increase like nest gestation by like a couple percentage. However, that is kind of useless. Like, pretty much using snowballs as like a super behemoth is kind of like, one thing is like, since you're really big or something, like, you would normally get hit by snowballs, but you cannot be a pretty high tier, a really high tier in order to like, play the snowball minigame. These snowballs do kind of get inaccurate or so as well. Here, which this thing usually takes around 1,140 minutes to like Like, and so like, yeah, with like the amount, it would take like around 0.7 minutes or so. Around 42 seconds to have this thing grow by 1, which is a lot. Mambola's defensive elements are generally evil. What about Sigma stats? Yeah, which we should probably get the stat announcements hopefully today. I got my first ever death token with Mamola. Which, yeah. Which, yeah, this thing, I'm gonna pick up the snowball, lol. Short. I should use the cord nowadays. That was before Mamolo's redesign. So way back then, yeah. I think I'll just let thing there post about it, like what, on Twitter? So I'm just gonna mute my which means like on Twitter or X now, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, yesterday we do have like the chat update reach Roblox. To be honest, this age thing wasn't that bad, to be honest. Pretty much a lot of the cosplayers usually are in my age group anyway, so yeah. I'm just gonna grow Cora. there's a lot of stuff here. Some cool new trailer about the new stores. So, oh wow. Oh wow. They even changed up the prices as well. To where slot 8 is still gonna cost like 89 Robux, but then we have like slot 11 being 129 Robux, slot 12 being 149 Robux, slot 13 being 179 Robux as well. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff here as well, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure if, like, since I already spent a good bit of Robux or something, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, like, just have to pay mush or something, since I already have the 11 slots. But slot 8 will still cost 89 Robux, for slot 9 and 10 costing 3,000 and 5,000. Keep playing, and once I grow this thing, I'll most likely be able to do some more fun stuff. I haven't really got time to grow it off camera, mainly because, well, I kind of got a bit busy and stuff, and so I was a bit tired, so yeah, I just laid in my bed, watched YouTube videos or something, played like some other games or so as well. Here, yeah, it's like the current slots I have on this thing. Received 700 damage, mainly because of Like Decky Frost. Alright, so yeah. I'm gonna just go and like these new slots are gonna really help with people with rumbling storage slot space. Factory. So this person's trying to collect like 10,000 factories. Acid rain. Kind of cause like if an acid rain starts like when you're crossing this bridge of core, you're kind of like dead or something. Like you pretty much have to menu or something, or just leave altogether. Oh, here's the statistics of this core I have right here. It's a powerful elder. I have Erickson Clover Blossom, 144 as of now. Good hunger and thirst. These are the speed, this is the weight. Stamina and respective regen, the damage, and the health. And with mutations and traits, I do have damage, bite, and glowtail. This person apparently spent like a lot of their 100,000 they won from a giveaway on factories. Yeah, some people do like to just hoard a ton of a single slot. Such as factories. Like, probably, like, adding more storage slots is probably, like, the best way for the team to earn Robux a bit or so, because they've mainly been adding a lot of pay-to-win stuff, to be honest, in order to, like, try and get money, but, like, adding more slots is kind of a good way, and, like, this is something a lot of players wanted for, like, a while. was getting back into very right. Someone wants like getting like all the shadow artifacts just to get like that low of a booster, right? I'm just gonna go here. This thing here as well. Alright, that can't be frosted, turning my core into a bit of a blank. The common Geki Frost, to be honest. Let's kind of do this big long walk. Because kind of like what like many cores do, like in order to get to Oasis. You walking around. Star speed does increase speed for a temporary amount of time. But I believe they're being removed tomorrow. Alright. Well, one thing is, like, I pretty much never buy the mute, haven't even bought a mute boost. Robux, to be honest. Back to the era of having to wait months for one hotel. Got like 12 shimmers in 3 hours. Yeah. We got a shimmer over 500 hours. In here, which is migration region, so it's gonna be a bit faster. Okay. Email. Someone just alone in the general VC. try toggling it in the editor. Once I get this thing to Generation 1, that's probably when I'm going to start actually grinding the event. Nice. There's this sticky frost that's running to my location. And it still needs to hide, lol. Back here after like a couple minutes of just walking. I'm just screaming in general. Mission complete, alright. My daily random trial, sure. He's wrestling. Aw, look at that little funny boy is. Yo, I just sold a baby female Sig for 5k. Oh my god. Yeah, I believe like a lot of people are trying to get Sigma slots because they want to see the new Sigma tomorrow, cause Sigma Talks is getting redesigned. Anyways, I'm just growing this thing, by the way. I have this slot here, just growing this. I just got like last night, after like a long time. And pretty much the stat for Sigma Talks is still to be determined. Okay, for Zog is criminal. In this economy, yeah, good luck. Yeah, which I believe like the economy's still kind of bad. I love you. And like we have the Christmas event ending tomorrow, and like here's the timer stuff, which I won't have time to do these unfortunately, mainly. And I do have a. It's the mutation grinders they need the female slots before they become 150k in trial store. It's gonna be 150,000 in the trial store. Wow, that's all. I have like 4 Norooks here. And even 2 Fruslets. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell ya. If I go into the trial store here, pretty much like the most expensive in the trial shop, it's like Vector for like 4,800, and here's Sigma Tox for 1,500. Because new creature gets an extra 0 beside their price and trial stuff for the rest of the week, and female adds an extra 0. Yeah. But everything in my private server is just Cortos. Fact slots. Huh? Alright. My private server is packed. Wow. what the Sang is doing. Sanctuary is flying around. I think Sigma's gonna release when they're at work. Frost. I did like 1,000 damage to that Fang. Did survive though. I was just mainly trying to go for that Geki Frost. Oh, you died in the boss battle? Wow. Yeah, since you actually die in boss battles, you mainly have to regrow every time you die in the boss. Some people maybe even like choose to like just log entirely if they get hit, if they get really low in the boss fight. Getting pretty close. Being able to start veneration. Alright. and talk about like a story of him getting DT when like we're really new to the game and like they really know about it. Around 2 more minutes to go, I assume. It's close to reaching Veneration Stage 1 on this thing. It. Be drinking water infinitely. Lol. Alright. Here. Some damage. Now this thing's ready for future growth. Oh wow, it's straight around like for load. Wow. Alright. Here I am after like probably a couple seconds, and let's see if people are overpricing. Did it like connect me to like a trade room server like pretty far away? So I'll actually probably be grinding for a bit, and then I'll go redeem. And oh wow, this chat's pretty chaotic here. Even though this is the time past the what's this mural art? Now I just have this random mural art slot. Playing up. Here's Oasis here. The only... Target... There we go. Not sure why that target was not responding, even though I probably hit it. Oh my god! There's 2 Sigmas nesting! Wow. A lot of people chatting here. Flying the community with open price slots is so nice. Yeah, they are adding like 3 more slots to the game, and now I have like some real warning and stuff in this year. Wait, do we actually not have a steel creature? I mean, 6 slots. Yeah, we got like people nesting Sig. And pretty much one thing I heard is like the testers are most likely to get overwhelmed. Like, probably like many of the testers in the community are probably like, getting like like hundreds of pending direct messages of people asking for Sigma. I can just predict that going on right now, and my game's just being like an absolute slideshow. What's that Zakadoptra doing there? It's been a while. Daka said. Connection koala. Let's make quick. Like, are you playing like the quick cost maybe due to like Roblox's like age verification thing? Now I just got a Sigma Tox, and that's more being aggressive here. It's a traitless slot. Why Sigmas do that? No, do not spawn. Oh my god, I'm lagging. 9 FPS. Like, me just staying in place barely even helps the problem. Because when I start moving again, it just drops on it back down. And I'm not sure, like, how, like, the data could be, like, really just token? Sure. Like that. Oh, the killer. So yeah, I do have a good bit of stuff here as well. I need to grow this to max level 2 times before event is gone. That's not. So we got seal plush, but not seal creature. Well, the seal plushie mainly does give like a aquatic more moisture. Gonna be hard to kiss. A lot of people aggressive here. My slots are dead. Wow. It's like some Kendall is just swimming down there. TF up there. Just do a bit of recovery. So the white guy's dead. Even though it seems like chat still looks the same. Not giving you die cookie. I wonder how to give someone their skull back. Well, pretty much, from like what I do know, like I believe like after like a couple minutes, I believe around 3 minutes after a player dies or something, I believe their skull just despawns, and then like, and it despawns instantly if like that skull has been placed in like some sort of like build for like a skull pile or something. Permajam. Arsenos right there. Game considers you aggressive to kill a player in the last. It's got hard to kiss it. Aggressive. A lot of people are considered aggressive around here. Wow. Starve. That's rough. Maybe beat like a tractor. What the heck happened to this areas? Oh. Yep, vanish. That's a banish, eh? My revs. MP LO. Bro, how close I am to winning the game. Like, this person has like 2.5, which is around 2.5 real days. And now I hear Warden of... It's left and right. Breaking point. My daily streak currently at 745. Because that's what it is. No. Sorry. And let's... If you're gonna quit, who's gonna save my pace again? Okay, Koala is here. This Garticus is considered aggressive. My daily streak randomly reset to 0. I'd be like, why is the Gahar considered aggressive? Are you coxing? I'm not sure if you could hear me, cause chat update. Gahar is very evil, yes. Got some Glowtail illness here. There's a Yosog. Your account switched. Alright. Giving into the greed of players to be revived to 5k. Let's get done by exchanging much for tickets. What's this Penta doing? Oh my. Rainbow power? So pretty much after this, I'm just gonna buy some stuff I would need, and... Is that an Arichu? What's this Outrun doing? harder than Sigma. Once again, that Gaharticus is considered aggressive. Fog. You know what? My game's starting to get a bit unstable, so I'm probably just gonna redeem for my winter festivity stuff now. And just now, we got the Sigma Talks like post stats, so it's mainly gonna be terrestrial, tier 5, 7,700 health. And hold on, let me beat up Sigma Talks back up here. So Sigma Talks here. So so its health will be increased from 6,200 to 7,700. That is an increase of 1,500 health. Its weight will be 7,200 compared to 6,900. That's an increase of 300 pounds. Here. The damage will be decreased to 500 instead of 580. That's a decrease of 80. The bite cooldown will be 1.1, which this is in advanced, and that remains the same. Growth rate will be 4,000, which I believe means like 4,000 seconds, which that equates to, well, like 4,000 divided by 60, so that's like around 1 hour and 6 minutes compared to the 55 minutes this creature got. The stamina will be 75 compared to 50. That's a 25 increase and also 50% increase as well. The normal speed will be at 34 compared to 32, a small increase of just 2. And sprint speed will be decreased from 55 to 53. That's a decrease of 2. So it's a terrestrial tier 5. For dietary, the food type is going to remain as a carnivore. However, its appetite here will be increased from 60 to 90. That's like another 50% increase and an increase of 30. For advanced stats here, we have stuff such as we have health regen going to be at 5, which I believe remains the same at 5%. Stamina regen will be at 3, which is an increase of 0.5. Its night vision will be 4 to 3, which is like the highest a creature can obtain. Which is night vision. I believe that's great. Its turn speed will be 5, which stays the same. What turn speed means is like the lower the number, the quicker your creature can just 180. And also oxygen will be 60 as well. And I believe and that's something I do not know. Anyways, for the resistances here, which it stands for 100% block poison. the 25% block bleed will stand. And also a new one, also 25% block injury. And for ailments as well, it will have 4 poison attack compared to 1. That's like 4 times it. An increase of 3. Wing Shredder to 2, that's basically doubling it. An increase of 1, doubling instead of 1. A new one, Corrosion attack, being new, something being added. And also 1 defensive bleed as well. So that means possibly like bleed attack will be replaced with defensive bleed. For effects, it will have the charge of gore, which is going to be new. This thing doesn't even have a charge yet. It will also contain Climber, which allows it to climb up walls and upside down. Being added the effect First Strike of 20, which I believe means like if you are like pretty much 20%, if you're like around 80% or higher HP, you get your First Strike effect. Iron Stomach, which basically just means like your creature can eat rotten food without getting sickly. It will keep Keen Observer pretty much, and this is basically for like all role limited creatures. They have Keen Observer. It will contain Silent Hunter, which means like it will be, which means I believe it will make your footsteps quieter, and I believe will remove radial detection from being able to detect you. And also Toxic Trail 30, which what that means is basically like if this creature gets like I believe like 30% HP or below, it will start placing a toxic trail at where in the path it travels, which basically discourages people from chasing them as they would get poisoned and stuff. And for abilities, it will keep invisibility, which basically makes it invisible for it will also have tail damage of 400, so like it can deal with like ankle biters or something, and also Toxic Trap, which basically means it can place a trap. Sigmatox returns. A Massacre emotion. This creature has been made meaner and more mythological, now focusing on locking down prey and applying lethal doses of ailments. Perhaps it enjoys watching its prey struggle vainly to flee, only to succumb to its silent but relentless pursuit. And we have the new and old Sigmatox things. Seems like the new Sigmatox is gonna be bigger, and wow. And it seems like they just posted a GIF of Sigmatox kind of like having its mouth open, just with a mouse cursor going across the screen with the Sigmatox face going towards it. And that's pretty much the stats for Sigmatox. And also, one thing as well, I'll also even mention what we have for Gabanli right here, this new creature, which this fellow's going to be a semi-aquatic. It will be tier 4. It will have 4,550 health, supposedly, and these are not final. 3,250 weight, 250 damage, 1.1 bite cooldown, 2,700 growth rate, 85 stamina, 30 speed, 75 sprint speed, with dietary being a carnivore with an appetite of 75. For advanced stats, it will have health regen of 5%, stamina regen of 2, night vision of 3 of 3, turn speed of 4, moisture of 110, and infinite oxygen. Advanced mobility will be dart data 2.5, dart stamina 25, jump data 0x 1.5y negative 4z, jump stamina 20. For resistances, it will have supposedly 45% block poison, 35% block bleed, and 15% block injury. Supposed elements will be 1 bleed attack, 1 injury attack, 1 poison attack, and 1 wing shredder. For effects, it will have Agile Swimmer, Broad Watcher, Gordomanizer, and Serrated. And for abilities, it will have Cause Fear, Dazzling Flash, the new, I believe, upcoming Reflux ability, and Unbridled Rage. For the insight, lurking in the darkness, it swiftly appears. Despite Gabani's horrifying appearance, it has a gentle, protective nature, and often tries to befriend other creatures, usually resulting in them running away in fear. Even so, Gabani is known to adopt baby creatures and guard eggs, with heavy devotion. Don't underestimate this evil Gurman, though, because its bulkiness and fearlessness, it can survive far more than most if itself or others are threatened. Gabani can unleash a potent bite, as well as spit stomach acid and daze enemies with dazzling flash. And for size comparison, we will have, it's going to be between the sizes of Tortric and Prolora. And for this new reflux ability we have, which will have a 120-second cooldown, which is where your creature spits a blob of acid that splats on impact, damaging enemies and coating the area in a toxic haze that inflicts continuous ailment damage, causes hunger, and cannot be used when below 25% hunger. It will have a 5-second charge time. After charge, launch projectile in an arc over a short distance, direct impact deals 5% max HP damage. At projectile impact suddenly, a puddle of acid lingers for 10 seconds, dealing up to 15% max HP damage and 5 corrosion stacks over its duration to creatures that linger in it. It does cost 25% of the hunger meter to use, so if you're trying to eat a lot, this guy could be good for you, as it could really drain your hunger using this thing. And the gift here is it has this, it's not that deep, and then we have some anglerfish that's just swimming. Funny, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, let's go shopping for a bit of event items. Yay. So I'm mainly gonna go up into Dev Feed and mainly go for the ones that are mainly new. And I'll get Icefall. Also, I'm probably just gonna get frostbitten here. I'm probably gonna get 2 more. I will get Frozen Flame and end it off with. Oh, I could. Alright. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I'd like to thank you for watching, and let me see if there's anyone else streaming Creatures of Sonaria. No. Unfortunately. So that means I'm probably just gonna end it. Thank you for watching, and I will next see you guys tomorrow at 3:45.